Easy gang, or don't. Bang! You know who it is, and you know what it is. Welcome back to the best informational channel in the game. Now, we're coming for a part 2, because again, on this video right here, a lot of people didn't understand where I was coming from. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get a clear, concise answer on what this video was about. Now, let's dig in early. If you were or are a porn star, have an OnlyFans account, sexually, a stripper, escort, any of those type of jobs that deal with sexual activity for money. This is not an opinion, but it is a fact that alpha males will not consider you of value. They will not consider or take you seriously when they know the history of the woman they are engaging in. If they find out that you were once a porn star, you once had an OnlyFans, selling nudes for money or having sex for money, you was a stripper showing your body for money, or you was an escort, which is nothing but a prostitute, for money, you will not be married by an alpha male. Now, let's just cut it short real quick. Alpha male is nothing but a responsible, independent, self-leadership male, for short. You know what I'm saying? I could do a whole video on that, but just know that's what alpha male is. A beta male is a follower, you know what I'm saying? Someone who doesn't have a backbone of his own and will use his money for control. Okay? Beta. So, that's also for sure. You can also do a whole video on betas. But the whole point and purpose of this video is to let you know that doing those type of jobs also come with consequences. Yes, I said it, consequences. And these are the type of consequences I'm talking about. When you are doing those type of jobs, okay, mentally you're messing yourself up, because you're going to meet tons of people. But the type of people you're going to come across all the time is mainly going to be people who don't care about you as an individual, but care about you as a business. They're not looking at you as a person. They're looking at you as a money-making machine. And you're going to get confused and think you're being cared about when really you're not. Once you lose your business, aka your body value, you are no need for them anymore. You will be dropped. You won't be contacted anymore. You're going to feel low as a person. You're not going to feel as good. Even with plastic surgeries, you're going to think about doing all that. You've had plastic surgeries to your body probably. Bang, as you get older, things are going to start to deplete, and you're not going to be of use no more. Comes with psychological pain. It comes with, man, it's just there's so much. And so pretty much, instead of me explaining it real quick, let me just give Mia Khalifa the floor and let her explain as a porn star herself. So y'all check this out.
With you, and clearly he opened up and said it's the porn business. What was it in you that far from running away, was drawn into it?
It wasn't. That's not how it was. It wasn't just, hey, do you want to come do porn? It was more so, oh, you're beautiful. Like, would you like to do some modeling? Oh, you know, you have a great body. Like, I think you'd be great in nude modeling. Things like that. And after I came and toured the studio, you know, it was very respectable. It was a gorgeous location. It was in Miami, in Doral, Florida. It was clean. Everyone who worked there was nice. All of their cubicles were decorated with family photos. Like, it was nothing dodgy or that made me uncomfortable. And after the first time I went in wasn't the first time I filmed porn movie. It was the second time. The first time was more so, do you want to do this? Like, sign the paperwork, et cetera, et cetera.
So these guys, they just saw you, frankly, as a money machine.
Absolutely.
But you still had no advisors, you had no lawyer, you had no nothing. So
I was what 21-year-old has a lawyer on retainer?
I'm just trying to get my head around how stressful this must have been, and whether even now, because you sit here so poised, and obviously a lot of time has passed and you've moved on, but do you think there is some sort of post-traumatic stress that is in you from this experience?
Yes, and I think it kicks in mostly when I go out in public, because the stares I get, I feel like people can see through my clothes, and it brings me deep shame. It makes me feel like I lost all right to my privacy, which I did, because I'm one Google search away.
Yeah. And those images you cannot expunge. Yeah. You have no right, even though it is deeply personal to you, you have no right to remove them from anybody's view around the world.
Yeah.
It is very hard.
It is.
And I'm just thinking, this story is your story, but frankly, it's also the story of other porn actors and actresses.
I honestly started seeing that recently after the interview came out, and people started reaching out, and all of the emails go, my manager checks them, and when he gets stuff like that, he filters them and sends them to me. And reading the words of some of these girls who have been sex trafficked and forced into porn, and all of these stories of girls whose lives have been ruined by it, and by men who have taken advantage of them, and by contracts that they didn't even understand the jargon of, it makes me feel like, okay, maybe it was good that I started talking, and that I posted this interview, and that I'm speaking out now, because other people feel the same way. And even if they don't relate on as deep a level as, doing porn, they can relate on the level of being insecure and being pressured into doing something they didn't want to do.
You were wearing the Islamic headscarf, often known as hijab, and of course then it developed into a sort of a sex scene. You must have known how provocative that was.
I verbatim told them, you guys are going to get me killed.
You see what I mean? Now, she is ruined for life. Now, a lot of y'all may be like, oh, well, Mia Khalifa, she has a boyfriend right now. She's doing good. But you're seeing everything from the exterior. You really don't know how she's actually doing in the actual relationship. No alpha male, a man who's actually going to take care of his woman from the inside out, not just sexually, is going to date a woman like this based on her history. If she didn't have this history and she looked the way she did right now, and let's say she was a good woman, a lot of men who of substance would talk to her and would try to date her. But due to what she engaged in, she is going to have a very, very, very hard independent life of trying to find a monogamy relationship. She's going to have a very hard time engaging with somebody who is actually going to take care of her and care for her as a person. Now, a lot of y'all may also say, oh, well, the guy she's with, he never even saw porn. He never saw her on porn, this and that, so it's perfect. Again, she told him what she did, and he was okay with it. He's beta. Just straight up, he's beta. He's a beta dude. He probably never even talked to no girl like her before. So, of course, what she said probably just went in one ear and out the other. Dude's just like, shh, I'm here and I'm staying. I don't care what you did. Let your past be the past. I'm gonna be right here. Now, some of y'all may think that's cute, but again, every individual has their own personal threshold. You have choices in life, okay? And you do not have to engage in these type of jobs to make money. You can always do 9 to 5s. Always. There's nothing wrong with it. I personally had done 6 9-to-5s. I could have easily did male stripping, OnlyFans, did porn. I could have been an escort. I could have did anything that these females out here doing, but from a male perspective, and got some change. Quick money, fast money. But I did not sacrifice my morals. I did not sacrifice my individuality. I did not sacrifice who I am as a man just to get some bread. I stayed true to my moral code. I stayed true to who I am as a person. I stayed true to who I am as a man. And I took each day to define myself to society on who I am every time you see me. Hard work and grinding is what I'm about. I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care what I gotta go through. But I will not degrade myself for some green paper. And that is my individual opinionated choice. Everyone else also has a choice. The only people who have leeway to do those types of jobs for money are ones who are being trafficked without no choice, and ones who pretty much somebody is holding your family hostage or something. You need a certain amount of money. You got a gun to your head, you know what I'm saying? And you only got a couple months to do so. No one knows what you're going through. But in those serious situations, those critical situations right there, to me, that's the only time, the only way that you can get away with doing stuff like that. They talking about getting 30K in 3 months, and you don't got a job that can even do that, or multiple jobs that can do that. Shoot, do what you gotta do. That's all I gotta say to that one. But everybody else, you living a normal life, you talking about how am I gonna pay for college, how am I gonna pay for this, you just gotta work overtime. I understand it's probably gonna cut into your school time. You may not study as much as you want. You may not get as much sleep as you want. There's times where literally my job and school cross paths and I only got 3 hours of sleep. But because I worked 3 jobs, total of 6, but during the time I'm talking about it was 3, I only had 1 to 2 hours to study, 3 hours of sleep, class 8 a.m. It's tough. Getting that degree ain't easy. But guess what? I still didn't throw my morals or the principles of who I am as a person out the window just to get some change. And I know everybody ain't like that. And I know everyone has different choices. But at the end of the day, we all got choices for our individuality. So if you choose to engage in porn, OnlyFans, stripping, or anything like that, then you got to understand and be okay with the consequences and the repercussions that come with that job. Understand that you may not be able to ever be in a monogamy relationship due to the psychological pain you are going to go through doing those jobs. Doing those type of jobs, you are going to have to do like polygamy. You may have to be in an open relationship. You may have to have several partners, regardless. Because you've been doing this so long for money that now you are just brainwashed into the Tsukiyomi, aka shout out to Naruto, you know what I'm saying? That you really think that this is reality. This is who all these people really are out here. When really you are just trapped in this genjutsu, this repeated circle that everyone you meet is in these open relationships. So now you think it's normal and you can't go back. And that's my take on it, because I want people to understand and know before they engage in doing these type of activities, you got to understand what you're getting yourself into and what you are going to be obligated to at the very end of your career doing it. So if you're still here, I thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe. Also share the video. And let's get the algorithm growing, people. I love you and I thank you. And I'll see you next time on the most educational, informational channel, baby.
Got so many demons on me, I'm trying to keep them off me. The silence will kill them softly, the struggle will get exhausting. I've been waiting so patiently, I won't let a nigga take from me. I've been waiting so patiently, never like it stay. Got so many demons on me, I'm trying to keep them off me. The silence